just started another video on this phone. The thing is that whenever it gets to like over 14 minutes, then on YouTube, I cannot upload that shit unless if I verify the channel. And I already have 2 channels verified with my phone number. Funny thing is, I used my active phone line, which is that phone, to verify my 2 inactive phone channels. The Kitty and Omni, but I just stopped uploading to the Omni channel because I told you, like, I feel like this guy is I think this guy thinks I'm like his AI girlfriend. And especially because I told you I was watching the Ula tea leaf reader, and when she was reading her tea leaves in the last week's reading, she said, I see like love, interest, or whatever over the computer. And I was like, yo, cause like this guy, he fucking like comments on all my videos. He's the only person who really is interacting with my content. Besides the motherfuckers on Rumble who are self-promoting because they're freelance fucking like promoters, like they claim that they're gonna help me, you know, improve my content in any way or whatever, and like they're the only ones who follow me on Rumble. The thing is, I'm sorry for stuttering, that really bothers me. So clearly you see previously when I was editing my content, you see that there's significantly less dead space and less pauses and less stuttering, and so like I cut out a whole bunch of shit. And now I'm just like, fuck that. That's just too much. Too much. Like making content is very draining. Whether you like to believe it or not, like it's physically, emotionally, mentally demanding and draining to stay fresh and entertaining. Anyway, even when I'm not in front of the camera, I feel like I mean, aside from like talking to my SDs, right? I'm like, what am I gonna talk about next, right? I mean, just throwing an outfit together, you know, I have to make sure that I like how I look on camera, and then I told you the mouse on a wheel feeling, because I need to get rid of shit. Managing my space, energy, time, money. Here's the thing. I have a lot of everything, right? I have a whole bunch of bins, and most of them are empty, right? So I put the majority of the dolls in the bins. But obviously I'm not gonna show that shit to you because I know you guys are gonna be like, you know, looking at me and judging me and shit. As if you're not already doing it. I know, like, it's just automatic. You cannot help it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, for example, I told you about the plastic surgeons. There's plastic surgeon content creators. You know, these people literally, like, take famous celebrities and their faces, and they'll literally analyze every single motherfucking thing about their face, like, you know, maybe they did lip filler or whatever. Whatever plasty. And like, for example, Kris Jenner. Like, this bitch looks like she's fucking... Oh, another example. Another shark from the Shark Tank. The blonde lady, Barbara Corcoran, or whatever the fuck her name is. She's proud of her fucking plastic surgery. Like, I think she's like 70 or in her 70s or some shit. And now she said, now I look like I'm a teenager again. I mean, of course, she had a lot of makeup on, but I mean, you know, when you have that much money, I don't know how I'm gonna be when I get to that age, but like, I can tell you right now, I have no work done on my face. I mean, you can see I have, if you zoom in, you can see that I have the 11s. Obviously, I have my dark circles. I have my imperfections, that dark brown spot or whatever. And then this fucking, I guess it's a scar from popping a pimple. Which is why you should, because it was like I popped it already and then I just kept squeezing and squeezing it. Yeah, so that's why you don't do that shit. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with, you know, marks on your face that you don't like. So, anyway, I still have like a shit ton of wigs, you know. I mean, I like the variety that I have now. And like I said, it's getting harder and harder to figure out what to part with. See, so now I only have this one purple wig left. I did away with the light purple wig. And let's see. Okay, I already showed you guys how many motherfucking bags I have. Like, how many, I had that one video where I was like, how many purple bags do I need? So, think about, and I think I showed you the red bags, right? So, like, all of this shit takes up space, you know? And, like, right now, my bathroom cabinets, both the one on the top and the sink cabinet, they both still have a whole bunch of shit. Like, I put my shoes over there, because remember, I had that one scene where I was on my toilet. Like, this is the one thing that I like about my content, is how random I am, right? Because, you know, you have to admit, I think I'm a fucking genius, because, you know, obviously I have to make shit work given the space that I have, right? Now, I haven't actually done a scene in my bathtub, but the reason why is I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like, number one, that is a lot of fucking work. Like, I could, because I do plan on actually taking a bath, and I can totally do a fucking scene while I'm in my bathtub. Like, that is a good way to fucking kill time. I wanted to take a salt bath. And the thing is, I'm not so sure how I feel about having this green fucking shower curtain. Like, obviously I like green, but I don't know, it's just, I am so indecisive. Like, obviously, if I didn't have to worry about, you know, just the simple act of, let's just say, for example, getting a different shower curtain. You already know how picky I am. So I'm probably just gonna, like, you know, go to a thrift store to find a shower curtain. Because I don't want to stink and spend, I guess you could say I'm just cheap, right? And speaking of cheap, right? Here I go, jumping around again. I was having another kind of argument. Literally, like, every conversation that I have with my mom is an argument, because that's what she likes to do. She only likes to engage in argumentative, like, confrontations. But anyways, I was just telling her, like, I don't want to be in the United States anymore because, you know, why should I live in a place where, you know, rent is just ridiculous, you know? There are places on this fucking planet where the rent or the rent is like, you know, under $1,000, under $600. You know, there are places still left on this fucking planet where it's still somewhat affordable. I mean, all you have to do is your own research. I don't want to give you guys, like, because here's the thing, like, I told you I want to stay under the fucking radar, so, like, even if I'm traveling, like, okay, as tempting as it is to, like, make, well, let's just say, Thailand, right, because I've been there already. As tempting as it would be to make content there, you know, because that's a key word, right? I don't want people to fucking, you know my whereabouts. I'm just giving Thailand as an example. So, I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna go. And when I'm there, I don't want anybody to know that I'm fucking there. You understand? Like, obviously, it's not like me fucking going to, like, Nigeria. Like, obviously, if I went to Nigeria, then, you know, it's kind of hard for me to not stand out. You know what I mean? So, it's easier for me to blend in if I'm in an Asian country, obviously. But, I mean, obviously, to them, I would stick out like a sore thumb as soon as I open my mouth, you know, if I'm not speaking their local language, then they'll know right away that I'm a foreigner, and then what do? They charge me foreigner prices. So really, you know, as much as going to a more affordable country sounds, you know, you gotta weigh all the bullshit between dealing with, you know, people trying to scam you. And, like, obviously I told you when I was in Bali, like, this doesn't just happen in Bali. So, like, they have the negotiation. Like, you have to barter and bargain. It's so fucking annoying. And then I watched this girl talking about this lady who runs a $7 million a month business, talking about how, you know, everything is negotiable. I get it. You know, like, of course, everybody wants to pay the lowest price, but I'm so antisocial. So the fact that I am antisocial, that shapes, I guess, my reality, you could say.